Hello friends, welcome to Uniquely Vintage You. My name is Michelle and my sister Cheryl and I, we welcome you back to our channel. Today's video is all about spring florals. I want to make arrangement for my dining room table, so I hope you'll stick around because I want to share with you just how easy it is to do. So if you struggle with those kind of things, or if that's something that you enjoy, I hope that this will give you lots of inspiration. I'm going to be using just flowers that I have on hand. So I know that these arrangements can be really expensive in the stores, but I'm going to share with you how to do it with a fraction of a cost, just using probably flowers that you already have on hand. So stick around and let's get started, and let me show you how this all comes together. Okay friends, I'm so excited to share this with you. I've been wanting to make a pretty arrangement for my table for spring and change it up from what I usually do each year. So I have this vintage basket and I've just placed in some styrofoam, and I'm going to place a bunny in the center. And then all I did was really just gather some of the flowers that I thought were spring that I had on hand. Now, I know your flowers probably won't look like mine, but the concept is still the same. Like, you can use one bunch of florals right here, but my design, I want it to be heavy on one side and more light and airy on the other. So this of course will be the side where I want a heavier floral placed here. So I've just placed these Jonicles. That's what my mother would call them. I know a lot of people call them daffodils. So you'll have to tell me what you call these flowers, but they're so pretty. And then to the back, I want some kind of tall, spiky stem. And I happen to have these spring like branches with these little florals on them. So I'm placing two of them at the back. One kind of more off to the side, and then one kind of coming off more further to the side. As you can kind of see, I have them placed. Now I have another bunch of these little florals, and I'm just going to use them in this styrofoam. Now I'm kind of struggling here with the styrofoam because I really didn't have a big enough piece, but you know, sometimes you just make do with what you have, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do right here. Now I have this little bird's nest, and I know I want to put it inside, but I kind of want to flank it with these beautiful purple florals. I don't have a lot of them, I just have 3, so I thought I would just kind of add one to the back and then one on each side. Okay, now let's add in some tulips. And as you can see, these are those Real Touch tulips I got on Amazon several years ago. I love them so much. But I'm just gonna add those into this arrangement. I'm kind of using them sparingly, kind of off to one side. I kind of like that it's cascading over the edge to make it look more whimsical, more airy, and just a little more natural. So that's all I'm doing. And then as you can see, I thought these purple flowers needed a little bit of greenery, and I just happened to have just a few sprigs of this soft greenery, and I just thought I would stick it underneath these purple flowers to kind of make a pop just a little bit more. Okay, so to repeat on the opposite side, I'm going to add in some of these tulips. And if you buy a bunch that are already in one big stem, you can cut those apart. I mean, I've done that many times and used them. But now I want to focus on the back a little bit. I kind of want to get that filled in. And like I said, I want it heavier on one side. So I just stuck one whole stem inside. And it's kind of like a bunch of flowers. And then here's just a few that I'd probably cut off at one point in time. And I'm just going to kind of stick those closer to the bottom. I want to cover up that styrofoam. So I'm just going to kind of add them around the bottom. I want the back to look as pretty as the front. So I'm just placing them all around this basket. You kind of want to tie in your flowers all together. And that's just kind of what I'm doing right here. have these really pretty white flowers, and I've had them for a long time. I don't think I've ever used them. I found them in a stash, and I thought I would just pull them out and use them. I think they're so pretty. And again, I'm trying to layer them more around the bottom edge because I like it kind of looking like it's spilling over. Like I've just kind of gathered this bouquet of flowers outside. So I'm going to stick some around both sides actually. So you guys have to tell me what you think. Do you make a lot of arrangements for your table at spring or any other time? I love making floral arrangements. It's so much fun. I love changing up my decor, and it is so much cheaper than buying them. Okay, so now that I got the main base of my flowers in there, I've just got one more bunch of these pretty white flowers. And like I said, all these flowers are old, but I'm just going to start placing them around to fill in the gaps. I don't want any of that styrofoam to show. It's making the back look as pretty as the front. So I'm just going to tie this in all the way around. Okay, the last thing I want to do is I've just found, I think, 4 sprigs of this pretty little greenery, and I thought it was pretty. I just thought I would add it right around the bottom, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do. It took hardly no time at all. You're seeing me actually make this in real time. So as you can see, it came together just really quickly, and I think it turned out so beautiful. The last thing I wanted to do was add a cross, because as much as I love bunnies and eggs and all the fun things, it's about our Savior. So I just took a couple of sticks I had on hand. They were shim sticks, and I just put them together with a little nail, and I just stuck it inside my little arrangement. And I think it's the perfect touch. Whenever I see a cross, it's so humbling to know what our Savior went through because he loved us so much. Okay, to decorate this table, I'm going to use this antique mirror like I have many times before. On top of that, I'm going to add this wood riser, and on top of that, I'm going to add this round moss sheet. I think it's so pretty. I love all the layers of texture that this is giving me. I've placed my arrangement on top, and then I'm going to add this old tool that I found in an antique store or somewhere. I thought it was wonderful. So I'm going to add that to the side, and then I'm going to place some of these moss stones along the edge as well. I think that kind of brings it all together. Now I think this arrangement would look beautiful just like this, but I can't help myself. I wanted to add a few little dishes to the side. I have these egg plates that I got from Hobby Lobby last year. I don't think they have this exact pattern, but they have one similar. And so if you're looking for something, they do have some like this at Hobby Lobby that are close. But I think I'm going to place this over to the side, and you guys will have to tell me what you think. But I'm also going to show you a different option. So I want you guys to definitely leave me a comment and tell me which set of plates you like the best. So here's my egg plates. Now let me show you the china that I picked out when I got married. This is such a pretty pattern. I love it so much. I don't use these very often, which I should because they're just so pretty, but they're so fitting each spring. I just love how beautiful these are. They are called, I think the name is Brook Hollow, and I love them as much today as I did way back when. But I think I'm going to add these to the side, or I'm going to think about adding them to the side. So I've got a stack of them. I'm going to place like a little napkin down first. I'm going to put these plates on top. So you guys look at this, and like I said, be sure to tell me which set of dishes you like the best and which ones do you think that I'm going to leave on my table for spring. I thought it'd be really cute. I've got this sweet little butter dish, and I've just added some of that paper shred I made and just one little blue egg, because blue is my color this year, I think. And I am just adding that over on top of these plates. I think it's so sweet, and I'm just gonna add the lid off to the side. So here's the look of the china. And I took this little frame. It's like I could just paint it black, and I just took a chalk pencil, and wrote in, "He has risen." And I'm going to place that off to the side of my arrangement. Okay, so here's the first one. And then here's the one with the eggs. And as you can see, I've gone with the eggs. I just thought the colors just played in perfectly. So this is what I'm going to go with for right now. And I will probably just use my china as my Easter setting for dinner. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, we just appreciate y'all being here each time we post. I hope that this video gave you lots of inspiration, and I hope it showed you just how easy it is to put a flower arrangement together. Before I go, I want to leave you this beautiful Bible verse. Without faith, it is impossible to please Him. For he who comes to God must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of those who seek Him. You know, I struggle with my faith a lot. I don't know if you do, but it makes me wonder how I could ever doubt still loving God. And you know, if it pleases the Father, then that is something I always want to do. But when we have our faith and we trust in God, that's when we see His greatest rewards. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We appreciate you so very much, and we look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye, guys.